I thought I told you, there's no controller in my system, baby. A rock and roller, just like the ocean in the sky. Get out the way, yeah, I'm burning it up. Can't take my place, I'm never giving it up. No, I can't die, 'cause I'm living today. Get out the way, get out the way, get out my way.
All right, April 11th, 2022, End of the Road Podcast, episode dos. I'm Dalton Peterson. This is Dawson. A lot of people were asking who we were on the feedback from the last episode. So
yeah, let's get her going. So we had a good party this Saturday. It was. It feels like it was last night. We partied too hard. Yeah, I was UFC 273, baby.
Yeah,
that was a good time.
It was a good time. It was a great card.
Yeah, it was. We'll probably talk about that more later on in the episode. But for now, Frick, I just want to know what you've been up to, Dalton.
My week was really good. Did a lot of jiu-jitsu. I've been doing it for about 8 to 9 months. I took about a month and a half, 2 months off just because I ended up breaking my finger holding a gi with a guy that was a little bigger than me, a little stronger than me. Didn't want to let go, and he went one way, my finger went the other way, and
just busted her.
Yeah, peeled the bone up. The tendons are actually in the side of your finger. The tendons can be at some points stronger.
How long ago was that? Are you feeling good now, or is it still fuckered?
It'll be fuckered. The knuckle's out of place, but it's I can almost make a full fist with it, but taped up, it's about 100%.
That's why it took you so long to tap out O'Connor Buttlicker when we were fighting.
What, 40 seconds?
40, Saturday night.
40,
what's that?
40 seconds the second
40
time?
seconds, yeah. He just doesn't know anything about it. That must be it. Like,
I literally, when I did tap him, it was single leg, down to full mount, down to arm bar. When I had the sequence down, it was boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, no, that was good. That's good, frickin'. You're getting good. I'm still not intimidated by you because I got your back last time we wrestled. So
yeah, you didn't get a tap. But
yeah,
then you were
but
huffing
it was
and
pretty damn close.
You were huffing
pretty damn close.
You were huffing and puffing after. So I think if another 3 minutes went down, the cigarettes might have caught up to you.
Yeah.
If you have not watched the Alone TV series that History Channel has made, it's been out for a while, and this could be old news to a lot of people. But
Alone. I heard about it. I overheard you and Randy talking about it actually, and I was like, that sounds fucking wild. So why don't you just explain the premise just for people who don't know about it? And
so the concept of the TV show is there's 10 people, and they're selected. Basically, you volunteer, you give your submission, then they'll take 20 of the best people that they think that can make this journey, and then they'll send them through a survival like training camp, just displaying their skills.
Where do they put it? Like in fucking...
So the first 2 seasons are on Vancouver Island, and then they move around after that.
Oh, okay.
It's a wicked concept, and like there's 10 people are picked, and then they're dropped off in certain locations in these remote areas. They have no contact with anyone, so they're dropped off with... are given a list of 50 items. They're allowed to pick 10. So like an axe, flint, all that good stuff that you're going to need to survive.
Oh, and there's and you only get to choose 10?
You get a list of 50, and you only get to pick 10. So
is each episode just like a different person?
No, they go through like multiple contestants. Like they might go through like 3 or 4 contestants as it goes.
Oh, okay.
But
and they have to... Okay, go ahead. Just keep explaining.
Yeah,
I want to know how long they have to go for.
So it's a year. The whole thing can be a year. It can go up to a year. Sometimes.
Holy fuck!
And
what? I thought it was like just like you got a fucking couple months out here, like 3 months max, right?
No, so
a whole fucking year.
A whole.
It's like prison. How much
is
money do they make?
$500,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
that helps. That does help.
It helps, but I think with certain seasons when they like do international travel, they can only be there for like 6 months and stuff.
6 months is still fucking...
It's still, to be out in the bush. But anyway, so 10 people dropped off in these locations. They're each probably anywhere from like 10 to 5 miles away from each other, so they're not overly separated. And then,
okay. Do they ever bump into each other?
No, they're not allowed to like go. Like they can travel, but like they're 5 miles down that like you're probably not going to be making that hike. So you get dropped off there, and then they drop you off with 45 pounds of filming equipment. So it's like survive. Like
you got to film yourself? Is that what you're saying?
So it's like the old Survivor Man show with Les Stroud.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. I was like, because I hate that shit, like where it's like reality TV and they're like pretending like they're fucking alone. You got a whole fucking camera crew behind them.
Yeah, no, like it's exactly the same as Survivor Man. So it's basically they made the Survivor Man show into like a reality TV show for like a competition, but. So the only interaction that they ever get is every 3 to 4 days they'll send a medical team out, and then they'll take their weight and like do like just blood pressure. Doing, That way, like if someone really gets injured, like seriously fucked up, they're gonna.
Do they follow them? They know where they're at. They have like trackers on them.
They have trackers. They have so they have like an emergency satellite phone, and then like a beacon, and then if they hit the beacon or like they call, they can tap out at any time, so they can leave whenever they want. And the first season, man, like they drop them off in like the top of like Vancouver Island, and like there's like 3 or 4 guys that like quit within the first couple days because they're just surrounded by fucking black bears. Like the predators, like they don't give a shit about predators. And like now you can have a knife and like the only thing I've ever seen for like the best weapon is like a recurve bow with a broadhead.
Holy fuck!
Like it's nuts. So like, and like a lot of these guys,
you can get that. You can choose out of the list.
Yeah, like a recurve bow's on there.
What?
But like a lot of the area, like it's not going to really do you a whole lot. Like yeah, you could use it to ward off predators, but
couldn't you like kill rabbits and shit with it?
Yeah, but like Vancouver Islanders and like you're fishing.
Oh, okay.
You're literally like these people live off mice. Like it is like if you're got an uneasy stomach, you're not going to do well at the show. But they will literally live off like just anything that crawls in front of them, and like so it all depends on like the area. Like Vancouver Island, you're obviously going to be fishing a lot, right?
Oh, okay.
Eating like some guy was like eating like Dungeness crab, like he was eating actually pretty good. But yeah, so
that does sound pretty decent.
Like I won't like give up any spoilers, but like they go a long time, and like without any food, they got to boil their water. Like it's a nuts.
What is that on?
It's on. So I watch it on Prime. The first 5 seasons are free on Prime Video, and then you can pay for that Stack TV or whatever.
Oh, I have Stack TV,
so you can go all the way to like 8, 9. Yeah. But there's some like
okay. What the fuck? Okay, Stack TV. Why do I have ads? Oh my god, I'm already paying for Amazon. I fucking subscribe to Stack TV. You're watching a Stack TV episode, and literally it's like you're watching fucking TV. Every fucking 5 minutes you get like this ad, and it's oh my god, dude. You're just in the middle of your like episode and ad. 5 minutes like ad, and it's just like why? And then they're not just like 5-second ad of somebody like jumping on your screen. It's like 40-second ad, and it just rubs in your goddamn face, and it's like holy fuck. Kira, every time we're watching it, Kira literally has like an outburst of like ugh, and I'm like holy fuck. And I wish I could turn it off. I don't know. It's crazy that you can pay $10 a month for like some sort of thing, and you're still getting ads. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so bullshit. That's the only thing I say about Stack TV. I almost want to fucking just unsubscribe. Fuck you guys. Like, holy.
You're a sour little fucking puppy today, bud.
Well, that's bullshit. That's some bullshit. I'm not subscribed to, I mean, I was gonna say I'm not subscribed in like to like the YouTube Prime or whatever. But I can make it and the YouTube ads are better. Like the YouTube ads are better and shorter. At least you can skip through those fucking things.
It's probably a TV contract that they put in, but it's still bullshit.
I can't believe that though. That's crazy.
How do you think Jeff Bezos is popping champagne orbiting the fucking moon with some fucking models and William Shatner? He don't give a shit about your 40-second crybaby.
Yeah, I wish I had more power.
Well, you don't, so suck it up.
All right. Well,
you know what I fucking hate about all these Netflixes and subscription things?
Yeah, they're crazy right now, man.
I mean, we're figuring out our audio, but we just started this. If you've got billions of dollars, tune your fucking audio. Like have you ever had this when you're watching Netflix or like on a computer watching anything or like just in your headphones? The music and like the SFX volume, so like explosions, all that kind of stuff. It's just like boom, like in your face, extremely loud. And then the moment anyone's trying to have a conversation, it sounds like this.
It's like so quiet. Yeah.
So then you turn it up, and then it's just and then you like turn it down. You're like, oh.
I wonder if that is more of like a film choice, right? Like
no, it can't be. It sounds fucking horrible. There's no way.
I don't. It could be
it's
when you
overlooked.
upload data to like certain things, it changes like there's the sound quality and like it fucks with everything. But like it's hard to know
because paid by these
like,
guys.
Us just doing this, us even doing this stuff, like it can get really wacky.
Well, yeah, but me and you are like working full-time jobs doing this for fun.
When you have like a multi-million billion dollar
Netflix is spending like untold amounts, more than like some countries' GPDs on fucking TV shows. So pretty sure they can figure out how to level and balance the audio out.
Yeah, they should. It should be better. Yeah, that's kind of fucking weird in some shows and stuff like that. I also dislike that kind of shit. But we should probably move on. What do we want to talk about today?
You got any bar tales?
Bar tales. That was the bar tale actually, buddy.
Oh, that was your bar tale?
I was just curious about what you thought about that. Well, I guess I shouldn't be bringing this up, but it's kind of weird. Like
about it, we can cut it.
It was like exactly what we had I talked about last time. How like drama at the bar, right? Mm-hmm. And so fucking buddy comes in, and he hasn't texted one of my servers all day or something. And like they're like
in a relationship
or something like that. What was that?
Are they in a relationship or what?
I think so. All
right, gotcha.
Kind of not. This is the problem. Yeah. And frickin' she goes up to him, and she like takes a bite of his like ice cream or something, and like throws the spoon in his fucking face, and like makes a huge deal. They were like, apparently they're like, you can't go over there again. And then she just went over there again anyways, and she like slapped him on the top of the head or something like that. And like, oh fuck, right? Like, and he's acting like he doesn't even know her, and it's like, oh, this is bad. And so he's like, can I speak to your manager? And I'm like, oh god. And so we just told her we just sent her home with a warning and shit, and because I understand it, like, and I'm pretty sure they've been seeing each other for a bit. He's just being a dickhole, but like, pretty wild, dude. I've never seen that before.
Smith
just like you're on shift. Can you imagine that? You're on shift. Why deal with it then? though? That's my problem with it all. It was like a little crazy.
Hormones are a wonderful thing, Dusty.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You've gotten hormonal and smacked Kale up a couple times. Kale has called you his oppressor.
Yeah.
I've literally heard that.
Fuck. Didn't bring my ice cap this morning. I had to send him back out to get one.
Yeah. You think you're getting paid just slacking off like that?
Volunteer work.
Damn right, it's volunteer work.
Yeah, volunteer work.
Yeah.
You've goddamn right it is. We couldn't. No work's being done anyway. So
think you're gonna get an ad for Town Center Golf? Yeah, right.
All right, guys. Let's move on. Let's get to the crazy fucking card for those of you who watched it. Like, I would definitely agree. Like, I thought it was so good. We had our boy Mike Malott get the KO to start out the night.
Good Canadian boy.
Yeah, good Canadian boy. I think he's the future. I think he's if anybody could do it, I think it's Mike Malott. He's just clean, keeps it simple. He's got some grit to him. He'll go in, he'll bang. I think that his only loss is at featherweight. Guy's fighting at welterweight now. That's a pretty big jump up.
145 to 170.
But he looks way better. He was way too skinny at 145. And
he's tall too.
He lost to Hakeem Dawodu, right? And
what's that? Bless you.
Yeah. Yeah, actually I believe Hakeem's Canadian too. I think he's from Calgary.
No.
Yeah, I
Kale.
think he is.
Who's that?
Hakeem Dawodu. Go look him up on Tapology.
And we don't want another diehard fiasco here.
No. I'm pretty sure I know this.
Was Chris Rock in Die Hard?
Hakeem Dawodu. I actually have a buddy, a guy who comes in at the bar. He went to school with him. Apparently Hakeem's just like fucking killer. And
Canadian guy out of Calgary.
Canadian boy too. Yeah. So yeah, Mike
Thank you,
Malott
Jamie.
lost to him by TKO. It was a good fight. Like the Mike had some really good side kicks and stuff like that. He was really like hitting these fat like side kicks to the body on Hakeem, but he just wasn't heavy enough, and it just didn't look like it was doing enough. And Hakeem's so fast and just more built for the weight class, and just got to him.
The real point is he's heavy enough now.
Oh, he's heavy enough now.
He's
and
got
he fucking
some power at 170.
I mean, we got to take it with a grain of salt. He did. It's Mickey Gall. I mean, Mickey Gall's pretty okay, but he,
No, he's definitely Mike Malott. He's the best Canadian prospect probably in the last.
Because I can't think of any Canadian guys right now. Like, I honestly can't.
Not on with the same amount of like hype behind them.
No, prospects. Let's say that.
Yeah,
no,
for sure.
Yeah.
But
there's this French guy. I have no idea what his name is. He was on the Contender Series. He's fighting this like huge, like 14 or 15-0 freaking guy coming out of Britain, from England actually, and fucking. Yeah, buddy. Everybody was all hype on this guy from England. And we had this old, like, I think he's like 37 Frenchman. He had an all right record. And buddy fucking flatlines this English guy. And I was like, oh, yeah, buddy. Let's go, right? He was pretty exciting, too. So I'm looking forward to that. I believe he is a middleweight. He's got some pretty heavy hands, and he looked pretty exciting. And he's just a wild dude. I think that's why he caught off this, like, English guy. This English guy's, like, all by the book. And buddy just too like crazy for him, a little wild, and the wild one for sure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Mike Malott is. I wouldn't call him the future.
You wouldn't call him the future, hey? Probably not. It's a tough division, but
no, he's not. He's not anywhere near good enough right now to be in like the top 5.
Oh, I would. I mean, you can't give him. He's no hands up Chimaev. You know what I mean?
No, but he's. Oh,
and I was right. I was right. We'll get into that later.
But anyway, yeah, no, he's not the future. He definitely could be the future if he like consistently improved and got better. He's got the power. He's got the technical abilities for sure. I think he's just got to kind of work on. For me, his footwork seemed a little sloppy.
He seemed a little flat-footed, but I don't know. I think that was just kind of the way it went, and he looks really good, man. I think people are going to underestimate him, and they're going to pay the price because I think that he's really clean, and when he gets off his combinations or you fall for his tricks, you pay for it bad. Like, he makes you pay for it. Like, you saw that with Mickey Golfa. When he did crack him, he got him good. I'm a little bit worried about his chin. Like, we'll see. I think it's going to hold up better than it did at 145.
I'm more worried about his nose.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. That blows my mind, though. How many UFC fights have you seen where, like, fighters actually get, like, bloody noses? I'm like, why don't they get bloody noses? That blows my fucking mind. Because I've watched so many UFC fights, and it's like I don't see it that often. Like, just a bloody nose. I get punched in the nose. Every fight I've ever been in, I got a bloody nose. So I don't know how the fuck.
It's because you're a bitch.
No.
You just got a soft nose.
Yeah, man. I almost choked you last time we wrestled. I pretty much won the wrestling. If that was the end of the round, they would have said.
Oh, yeah. And
we'll bring that up.
We'll bring that up.
Kale's shut your mouth. We're talking about UFC. He wants to talk.
Guy's intern thinks he's running the show here.
Oh, my God.
You want to go get him? Go get him. Go get him.
He's trying to bring up shit I hate.
Kale, quit bringing up shit we hate.
Well, you know. What were we talking about? God damn it.
We're moving on to the next fight.
No, well, come on. Let's finish on Mike Malott. We should give him his credit. He's Canadian.
He's a good boy. He won.
He's a good boy.
We're gonna
it was a great knockout. Check it out.
He's coming on. He's coming on. Don't you worry.
Yeah, okay. And his brothers on the Jets, which is double. That's why I like him even more because I'm a Jets fan. Yeah, and so that's cool to me. I like that.
When you like guys, you really like them.
Well, you know, yeah, they always pull through. They always pull through for me. You know, I choose the right ones. Jump on the right horses.
Jump on the right horses.
Get on the right train. You know what I mean?
I think it's sounding just more and more sexual as you go down.
No, get on the right train, man. I mean, you know what I mean?
The guys running train on you?
Train, Chimaev. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, yeah. So, fight of the night. Chimaev.
Fight of the night, I think
Gilbert Burns.
Fucking awesome.
What do you like the Chimaev win? What do you
I'm pumped over it. Absolutely ecstatic. It was a great fight. Chimaev proved that, you know, he belongs with the top 5 in the top 5. Not only did he prove it, but I feel like it was a freaking banger, and it showed me all the things I was hoping that would be, like, hoping that they were going to be true. Like, how's his chin? We saw that. It's pretty fucking good. Right? Really great
very
chin.
Very
good. Right? You know, can he get through 3 rounds, right? He can. And not only he can do it with the best in the fucking world. So It was great. It proved everything that I was saying he was. Some people I saw some perspectives was like, oh, he's not as hype as everybody thought. He didn't just run through Burns like we thought. I mean, like,
that's what you
he
said
was
last
dangerous
week.
to Burns, like I said. Like, he was so dangerous to Burns, just too big. He almost knocked him out in the first round. Like, could have been over in the first round if he had been more calm. There's lots of moments to learn in that fight, and that's why I think Gilbert can't win a lot of fights too. Is like he still needs to learn that, like, once you got somebody, like, take your time, pick your shots, because like when he cracked Chimaev in that, like, what was the second round, those follow up punches were fucking so wild, and it's a classic Gilbert Burns to me. Kind of, it's like he like knocks down Usman, he just goes in and tries to just always kind of throws away his moments a little bit. I mean, he's also facing the best in the world, and they probably recover better than most. But like, I don't know. It's something I constantly see in him sometimes, where I'm like, calm down, Gil.
Just pick your shots better.
Yeah, because he could have finished Chimaev. I think there's a moment or two, or it's probably just one moment when he really fucking landed that good shot. But it showed because Chimaev was right there. And okay, this pissed me off. So after he drops Chimaev, kind of, and then he does hits Chimaev. Chimaev like is stumbly. Misses his like back punch because he's like, you can see that he's lost his like equilibrium, and then Gilbert hits him with like a side, like with a fucking forearm, hits him over, so he's on his knees, and then Burns goes to like kick him in the face, and it, like the angle of the camera kind of like cuts, and then the round ends, and then you see Chimaev like slap him in the face, and the ref between me, like Chimaev like reaches over the ref and like slaps Gilbert in the face, and then on the replay it doesn't show why Chimaev like tried to slap him in the face or whatever. It shows him trying to slap Chimaev trying to slap Gilbert in the face, but it doesn't show Gilbert like throwing the kick right after he dropped Chimaev, and it was like because Chimaev was down, and like it didn't show the replay, so I was like, did he actually connect with that kick to Chimaev? Like, it was something I really wanted to see, and they never brought it back up. I guess they just didn't want another like Aljamain Sterling fucking fiasco. But I'm like, Chimaev would never even care probably.
No, it was a dope scene, but I don't think it was like.
I'm just surprised nobody brought it up, even on the like cast. Like that was, it looked like it could have been an illegal kick to me, and it just didn't.
It hit him in the chest.
I mean, I didn't see. Maybe it did. I couldn't see. I wanted to see.
No, I watched it when it happened live. He came across and it hit him. It hit him right here, and then it was more of a push. Like, it wasn't like a land and then hit. It like kick in push. Like it was more of like a.
But he was standing, like Gilbert's standing up, and he just fucking tries to kick him like this, like a soccer kick. I'm not talking about when he pushed.
My bad then.
Yeah, you're thinking about when he
when he was on the ground. Yeah.
No.
I like that kick though. That was
it was right after Gilbert had like dropped him with that fat fucking punch, right? And then he was on the ground, and it was like 2 seconds. That's why you probably didn't notice. Nobody noticed, I guess, because like me and Brad were watching it, and we're like, "What the fuck? Like, could we see that again?" We just wanted to see if it like, what is that, in the chest, or did it hit him in the face? And Chimaev looked pissed at the end of that round, and then it goes back to the replay, and it's just Chimaev like reaching over the ref and hitting Gilbert after the bell, and everybody's like, boo, and it's just like, okay, like that was kind of, it's like fake news a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure Gilbert fucking kicked him in the head when it was on the ground. So, but I don't know. I was just like, I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, no, I
hate when that happens. So it's like, just show us the fucking replay. That happened with, it's like, that just, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when, Piera, what's his fucking name? Crazy wild man, does backflips on people.
Yeah. Michael, is it Pereira?
Yeah.
Michael Pereira?
Yeah, it's Michael Pereira. I'm almost 100% certain.
But yeah, he literally, no one brings that up either. They're like when
backflips onto fucking Buddy's head.
Yeah, like the guy will be laying on the ground, and this dude will like literally turn around and just huck a backflip trying to like land on him. And you're totally susceptible to getting your face crushed in by a heel on that. And like no one's ever brought up the fact that could happen.
Yeah, I think knees to the head should be legal.
I agree.
If you're to grounded opponent, it's just crazy. Like, you saw, this is a perfect night to bring this up because Aljamain, oh my god, like I actually had him winning and he made me some money tonight. But like, he is the most annoying. It's so annoying.
He literally,
it shows the problem with UFC and like this goddamn rule set, it's just like favors wrestlers. That's why all these Dagestanis are crushing people. It's not only why. Like they're also just like really fucking, you know, they're born and raised in like fucking with nothing. But like out in Dagestan, not nothing obviously, but you know, like just a rougher life. But I mean, that pisses me off when somebody's like crawling on the ground on their knees and like just like scraping through trying to get your like ankles, and you have to like punch them with your hands. Like you should be able to fucking crack this guy with a knee. It should emulate fights for a real fight for the most part. And when shit like that happens where you're like, this is a little ridiculous. Like it's what's his name in lightweight, the wizard,
Ryan Hall.
Yeah, like though I love watching Ryan Hall fight because it's just fucking hilarious. It was satisfying to see Ilya Topuria like fucking like not get caught in that and just fucking straight knock him out. And I was just like, that was kind of like just a justice a little bit, because like that stuff is just come on, it's stupid, right? Yeah. You should be able to like maybe know like soccer kicks to the face or like, you know what I mean?
So yeah, the way I think of it is, you should have like soccer kicks shouldn't be allowed. You should
just no kicking to the head, but kneeing to the head, kneeing to the head on a ground opponent. That should be cool. Like you should be able to knee them. I think it's pretty hard to get them in that position. Like you're rarely in that position. You see it in one championship. You can do that in one championship, and it's fucking awesome. Like the fights there, I think they're getting pretty great. Maybe the talent's not as good as UFC and stuff like that, but sometimes it really is, like the top levels of it. And it's the way the fight just runs better, and you're not going to have people like Aljamain getting belts.
Do you think you won the fight?
Oh yeah, I do. I had him in the first round too. He outstruck him by like 10, and like just because Jan was like walking forward and throwing bigger shots, like I don't really count that. I think that Aljo was kicking him in the body more. There's some really good teep kicks, and landed just as much as Jan did in the first round. And I feel like they had a little bit more sting on them. And I don't really think any of Jan's punches were like crazy significant. I think Aljo definitely took that first round, and then he definitely took the second round, and then third round he also won, not as convincingly as he did in the second.
1, 2, 3, Aljo 4, 5.
Yeah, Jan. And like, let's not like. I mean, I think that the fight was there for Peter Jan to win. He just didn't do enough. I think.
Do you think that second round was a 10-8 round?
It's possible. It's totally possible, because I don't remember Jan doing jack shit that whole time. And that was the problem, right? Even when in the fourth and fifth, when Jan could have like turned the tides in his favor and like really take it to Aljo, by that time he was too tired. I think Aljo played it great. I think he just had a good game plan to beat a really strong opponent.
He gave half the MMA community a fucking stroke.
Yeah, he did and he's still like, if he thinks that like the way he dealt with all this was like the right way and like all this stuff, I just disagree. There's so many ways he could have took it, and he took it in like the most like cringe way. He just chose the most cringe way. He went the he went the Henry Cejudo like cringe train, and so he's the cringe master now, and like and that's his problem. Like him thinking like, oh yeah, I did nothing wrong. It's like, come on, dude, we all know what you did wrong. He knows what he does wrong. He knows where the memes stem from. Like, it comes from you saying that you're the best in the division when you didn't actually. Now he is, but when you didn't actually earn it, and when you're like wearing this belt and stuff like that.
He won the first fight and he defended the title.
Well, I mean, power to him. I mean, he's probably gonna quell some of the doubt, and like winning always helps. And like, but like at the end of the day, that guy's gonna be booed.
What you got
on every end of the like for TJ Dillashaw and Aljamain Sterling? Who do you think is gonna get booed in the press conference?
I said this in the first episode.
It's gonna be the steroid.
You gotta
be the Funk Master.
No, you gotta take the belt from the champ, Dusty. Peter Yan did not take the belt from Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that, and they're like, "That's why he won the decision." I'm like, "No, it's not." Like, it was just that
Aljamain won. Aljamain won.
I think Aljamain, just won.
It depends how you score it, right?
I think. Who do you think is going to win, Aljamain or TJ Dillashaw? That's the question now. I'm pretty excited for that.
I don't know. TJ, like.
TJ's a winner, though.
TJ
That's the only thing I just
see. He also like has a lot of injuries.
My actual concern is that I see Aljo just like manhandling him. a little bit. Like, if he could do that to Peter Yan, he probably will be able to do that to TJ, get his back, and maybe even choke him out. But I also think TJ's more willing. I think TJ's a little bit more willing to, like, wrestle too and get in there, like, more than Peter Yan. Peter Yan's just been able to, like, run through people, just use his cardio, keep coming.
Does TJ want to wrestle Aljo though? No.
I don't think he will. I think TJ's gonna like mix it up like he always does. Like, that's why people are such big fans of TJ, because the way he looks when he fights.
Sounds like you're a big fan of TJ.
Well, I am still a pretty big fan. I used to like TJ. You know what he reminds me of? Like Jarvie a little bit, for some fucking reason. My older brother. Anyways, he just looks really good when he fights. He has good striking, and then he takes it to wrestling, and he just mixes up all the classes pretty good, I think. But that's why I think he just knows how to win. He's kind of like got that Henry Cejudo mindset where he knows how to like win fights. His chin's not really there, but I don't think that's a huge problem with Aljamain. So I think that's like a good advantage to him.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
What were you thinking about, Peter?
I was thinking about how this guy over here messed up a Molotov cocktail.
Oh, that's random. That's like way back in the day.
You ever like think about those days though? Like, we were like the last generation to legitimately like grow up without the internet when we were like little.
Yeah, true.
We didn't like I didn't get a phone until I was 13, and like the phone was not a phone. It was
Google.
It was a brick that you could text. T9 baby, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that's right.
But
and then
you know what we did for fun? We went out onto your fucking cement pad you had there for street hockey and filled bottles worth of full of gas. Just and had shattered glass.
Well,
everywhere.
we used to blow up just like anything, like hairspray, fucking Axe cans, and like. And we used to just have fires, cook some beans and shit outside.
Fucking homeless.
Exactly. What are you playing? Those are the days, man. Yeah. Those are the days.
The parents go outside. What are you playing? Oh, we're playing Baltimore.
Yeah.
Eating beans out of a fire.
No. Yeah, the bike game. That was fucking fun.
What
just
game?
like getting like sticks, riding on bikes. It was like
like you're jousting?
Yeah, we started in every corner on that cement pad, and fucking we would ride around, and everybody had like hockey sticks and shit like that. And if you touch the ground 3 times, you're done, right? And you throw your fucking stick through people's spokes.
Did you wear your helmets?
We did not. Fuck, man. I remember Dylan hitting this jump, it's Jarvie. Yeah, Jarvie's hitting this jump in the back. And Dylan comes up and fucking shoves his stick right in his spokes, right as he hits his fucking jump. Jarvie eats shit, and it's like he got winded too, and so Jarvie just can't even talk. But you can still tell he's gonna fucking kill Dylan. And that was Jarvie's rule. Like the whole time, you can stick your stick through spokes. He's been getting this all day. Then he gets up, he like walks over to Dylan, throws Dylan on the ground, fucking punches him a couple times.
His big brother. We're gonna play by the rules until you piss me off.
No more stick through spokes, you fucking idiots! And like, just so choked. And me and Dylan was probably just inside. Dylan was like, I got you back, you fuck.
You remember the other thing too that I think we need to do more of is, I think every birthday I had, like growing up, like as soon as I got old enough, we went paintballing so much.
Oh man,
I miss
we need
paintballing.
to do that.
Remember,
we need to round up the
me
boys.
And you took this kid on with all his little goofy friends. There was 2 of us versus like 7 or 9. Just laid fucking waste to these preteens, man. Holy Christ.
That was so good because I, for those of you who don't know, I have an identical twin named Dylan. What? And so, what's that?
You do?
Well, fuck. Oh man, that was such a good day. Fucking.
Are you telling the story of him walking up on us?
Yeah, exactly. So me and Pete are making a game plan. It's 8 versus 2, I think, or something.
It was not 8 versus 2.
How many was
Kale,
it?
it was
like
a substantial.
It was like 3 versus 5.
No, it was me and Dusty.
What a fucking liar changing the story.
This is how the history books get fucked up.
It was probably 2v6 because there's 8 of us.
Yeah.
And we did 4v4 for
Kale just doesn't want to admit he got fucking torqued up by 2 people.
So it's 2 versus 6. We're in the forest. There's like, I don't know if you've been to around GP. What's that paintball? Splatter. Is that what it's called?
It was Splatter. I think at the time it was Northern Lights.
Yeah, either way, fucking, we're in like the forest map, you could call it. And me and Pete are making a game plan. We're behind this big tree. It had fallen over and we were hiding by the roots. and
Dylan starts creeping up on us.
I think it started. Yeah, the match must have started already.
We were about 5 minutes in. Dylan starts creeping up on us, and me and Dusty, we haven't noticed him yet. And he gets behind us, and he makes the fatal error of rubbing it in before he gets the shots off. And I don't know, like anyone who's paintballed before, you know,
what
those,
did he say?
those rent me guns are no good. Like they're
no, it's because he doesn't. Yeah, the rent me guns, but
he fucking comes up and he's like, "Got you now, fuckers!" Click, nothing happens.
Yeah,
and we
it was
turned
the
around.
classic. "Got you now, fuckers!" He like looks at us. We both like turn around to look at him, and he tries to shoot his gun, and it just it misfires like click. Click, 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 click. And we're like, what? And he's like trying to mess with the side. He didn't pull back his
hit the hammer.
Yeah, the hammer for his paintballs. So we both look at him. We're like, yeah, fuck you. But we just light him up. I've never seen him so fucking mad. He was like the hero, and we gave him another life. We're like, fuck it, you can have another life. Go back.
Do you remember when?
And then we continued to ruin the fucking rest of them, and then we got Dylan at the end.
Paintballing is like the best, man. There's nothing better. Like just. Remember when you like physically dominated Kale in the speed?
Oh yeah, so this is that happened this day too. This was a good day. So
Kale,
there's
there's
like a speedball course there too, and they have like all those like speed balloons or whatever. And I have one paintball left in my gun, and Kale has a full hopper, and it was like the end of the day. So I was like, all right, Kale, let's go. Let's me versus you. I got one fucking paintball. You got a whole hopper. I'm gonna beat you. So I think
we just ended up.
No, I remember this, dude. So, shut your mouth. Let me tell my story. All right, you're just trying to save your. So, we get on the course. I come in. I'm like trying to get speedball, so I'm like running at him, and I need to get close enough to get a good shot at him. And so I'm trying to get close, and I take my shot, and of course it's one fucking bullet. I miss it, right? Like, and Kale's got a whole fucking hopper. He starts chasing me because he knows I don't have any. So I'm like running around these speed bags, and I notice that one of the triangular ones is actually like not attached to the ground. And I hear Kale like running up to me. And so with all my might, I fucking kick this fucking speed balloon bag as hard as I could. It flies up, it hits Kale, knocks him over, and I jump on him, grab his gun, and I'm like, melee! And that was like, what? Oh man, that was probably the funniest thing I've ever. Oh man, everybody was laughing. Like even there's a group out like just watching us, and they were laughing.
I wasn't laughing.
Yeah,
Kale was
joking.
not laughing.
I just honestly the quick thinking that came to me, and just to do that, and that was probably one of the most proudest moments of my life.
Of your combat career at that point. Kale, don't worry, because Karma got Dusty back in the form of Bradlin Hurley.
Yeah, fucking Jesus. I still have it. I think I still have it. Can you see it? It's fucking on this side. It's on this side. You see it's on here.
No, I don't see it no more.
Don't see it?
No, I think you're. I think you're good.
Side. Is it right there?
Oh fuck it!
Yeah. See
Holy
it?
fuck!
It's still fucking there.
Oh my god!
I know,
like
dude.
Legitimate. It looks like your Sailor Moon gave you a fucking tattoo.
I'm telling you, dude, that was crazy. I'm like getting in an argument with an old buddy because I shot him in the fucking gun, and he's like, "No, I didn't hit." And I was like, "Yeah, I did, you fucking idiot!" Like,
dude, Brad.
And Brad comes out of fucking nowhere, just light speed, runs right up to me, point blank, pretty much gun to my skin, and fucking fires away.
I have the best. I had the best view of this because I'll never forget it because it was like the most savage thing I ever seen on a paintball course.
Holy fuck!
You were in this. It was speedball as well, and you were pinned down by like 2-3 guys, and
it was just Keegan and him.
You were. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so you were focusing on Keegan.
Because I shot that motherfucker, and he acted like I didn't. That lying piece of shit.
Let me tell the story, okay? I know you're worked up. These are the emotional moments for you, but let me tell the story. Dude. So you're focused on Keegan, and you're in one of those barriers where you have a large, tall one, and then there's a couple of the little smaller, lower ones that you lay down. You're focusing on Keegan, then you're laying down, and you're looking around the corner, still focusing. This time, Brad's flanking you, and he comes right behind you. And that poor boy unleashed all his Christian anger on you, dude. He fucking let that fucking hammer fly.
Oh,
and I've never seen, like you were right. Like he literally like walked up, put both his legs like beside your back as you're laying down, and just boom, boom, boom. I think it's the only time I ever heard you squeal.
Man, that was
From pain, because like that initial fucking hit.
And I knew Brad was there. I just totally, my train of thought had left because I was pissed at Keegan.
Oh yeah,
because I got Keegan out, and I knew Brad was there, and I knew he was gonna be running up, but my brain kind
Brad,
of
if you're
flew
listening,
away
savage.
Holy fuck, dude, that hurt so bad. I was so mad that day. Holy shit. And yeah, I still have the welt. Like it's not even a welt. It's just a fucking
it's a legit scar.
It's
Like
a
it
scar,
broke the
yeah,
skin.
for
I
life,
wasn't
dude.
expecting that.
Oh yeah, dude, he got me so good. I was like,
I was not
fuck.
expecting that.
I was bleeding so bad back then. I was like, man, look at it. It was so bad. Yeah.
You know
Either way, whatever.
You know what? Another fucking funny thing I seen in the news today. You know how fucked the news is, man. This is how fucked the news is. 6 hours ago, or I guess 7 hours ago, they had like a breaking story, and it was. I read the headline. It says, Queen Elizabeth II, after dealing with COVID, still says she feels slightly tired. That was the fucking article.
She's old as shit. Of course she's tired.
Some professional journalist told me that a 123-year-old vampire who caught COVID is tired after having dealt with it. Yet our fucking mortgage rates are through the fucking roof. Everything's fucking nightmare. People are at each other's throats.
Yeah, there's a war in fucking Ukraine right now.
Everything's just going to shit, it seems like. But you know what? The queen had her nap. We're fucking good. Jesus.
She feels slightly tired, everybody. Yeah. No,
she's
fucking.
Speaking of embryos of children right now.
So my grandma did that ancestry thing, and she got a match or whatever. And it's this kid from Ukraine, is 19 years old. He had done it too. So she's in contact with this 19-year-old kid from Ukraine. He's like my distant relative, and Buddy. She got a hold of him again because it's like the war and shit. And so he's like, I'm fighting in the Ukrainian war now. This kid's like 19, right? And apparently he's like my blood relative. And so he's like fighting in the war in Ukraine with his dad. His dad's like late 30s or something. And he has his mom and his little brother, right? His little brother's like 5. He looks like he's something like that. So they might be fucking moving in here, man. My mom might like go and fucking get them moved to Canada if we can and shit, and get them living with us. Just the mom and the son, the little boy there. But yeah, fucking wow, dude. I was like, holy shit. Could you imagine being fucking 19 and being like, all right,
like
just gonna go fight for my fucking freedom.
Old Putin's knocking on the door.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
The Ukrainians are fucking them up pretty good though.
Yeah,
like,
I mean.
I watched like footage the other day of like a drone attack on like one of their armored personnel carriers. Like those drones, those switchblade drones that like everyone's given like the Ukrainians.
I've never really heard
those
about
things.
Those.
Fuck shit up. Well, and it's like, you know how like in the Soviet era we gave them like anti-air like missiles and stuff, and that's like what took them out. Like these drones are basically that for the Ukrainians. Like one guy can carry one. There's like 2 different sizes. There's one that's like fit in a backpack. The other one's like quite a bit larger, but they literally have explosives on them, and just a single guy can pilot it. He can be like, I don't know, like the range isn't insane on him. I think it's like maybe 20 kilometers, if that.
That's
pretty good. So like you go, he's got
way
full control. He can see where everything is. Like they have advanced like military, like thermal imaging, like all that kind of stuff. And like you can watch, I think it's on The Guardian, the video is, but you can watch these little things. Like they're going, and then you see like there's this tiny little drone, like it just collapses its wings and goes boom, fucking right in, and
holy fuck,
blow up a whole tank. And it's just some guy with an iPad. Like it's so gnarly. Like modern war, like
fuck.
And that's like kind of the interesting thing is like everyone always says like, oh, we got nukes, like nothing's ever gonna happen. It's like, well, if we all have nukes and we all know that we're gonna kill one another, basically it's just whoever wants to take the furthest step, and that's kind of like that's what Putin is doing right now in a way.
Well,
like
yeah, he's using that to
he's just saying
people. But that's the thing. I think you just stick to doing your little ground offense things. Everybody knows that if it starts, it's like over. I think you just keep sending weapons to Ukraine. I think even putting a military force in there is not even that huge of a deal either. I don't think that leads to like.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I think you make it. Everybody's like making a big deal. I don't think it would be too huge of a deal.
I mean, you'd be playing Putin's game back to him, but
yeah, exactly.
But it's still.
It's like you got people there. Why can't we have people there? We're trying to take Ukraine too.
Yeah, but then it's a matter of who watches the Watchmen, right? Because if Putin doesn't play by our rules, So he doesn't have to be held to him. We're the ones that make those.
I mean,
rules.
it's obvious what needs to be done, but they're not actually going to do
but
that.
There's a lot of things in life.
There's some that scenario, man, is so much more complex than
It's
what
pretty-
our news tells us. What the fucking even what the Russian news tells them. Like, there's some other shit going on.
No, it's all power.
But it's not even to do with nations. I think it has less to do with nations, more to do with like bigger players doing bigger things. I think that there's a lot that we don't know about. There's probably other reasons why Putin wants to take fucking Ukraine. Something to do with like I hear there's some sort of bioweapons and shit like that. No, I don't. It's not a. There's biochemical labs in Ukraine, and they're funded by weird sources. And there's all sorts of random shit. Ukraine is notorious for being like one of the most corrupt fucking countries in the world. So there's a reason why Putin thought he could probably fucking go over there and do better than the previous like regime or whatever.
Putin, but I think it's a lot on Putin. Like
I think he didn't expect the Ukrainians to come together like they did, and he didn't expect is it a president or prime minister, whatever?
Zelensky.
Zelensky to be
that guy's story is fucked. So like he literally is an actor who is on like he was a comedian, like he did stand-up comedy. But then
he played a president.
No, he played a teacher who like called out, like who went viral from like saying how ridiculous the politics is over there and how it's all corrupt and doesn't matter who you vote for, which is a lot like how we are also too. Yeah. In a way. But anyway, it doesn't matter who you vote for, and then he's like, you just get the same prick in there anyway. He ends up becoming prime minister or president in the show, and then gained enough trust that he became the president.
That's wild, dude.
It's wild.
Well, it shows you how like, oh man, it was a corrupt country, and so to have him in there, I think he just dealt with the situation in a pretty good way. So far, anyways, as far as I can tell, I mean,
he did a smart job though, like doing the.
And he's young as shit. You're just like looking at this guy. You're like, this guy's
doing the social media thing is so smart because he created a character that we all like interact with now. Like before, in like say, I don't know what I'm talking about here, but let's go like the Eastern Bloc, like Estonia or whatever. Some warlord gets killed in Estonia or like halfway across the world in some little country that we've never heard of or don't have access to. No one gives a fuck because no one's heard of him. Yeah, but true. Zelensky started immediately going on like social media, like so now if Putin executed him, it'd be because he's created a character that we've all interacted with, symbolized on a digital form, right? Like we have emotions attached to a person now, and he's for the people. Like one of the first things he did when he became before he became one of like on his campaign slogan, like his platform. He did like a poll on like the top 5 things that you wanted to see change, and then that's what he built his platform off. So he asked what the people wanted before he even made his own platform.
Yeah, I mean, he's a smart dude. As far as I can tell so far, I think he's been dealing with it the right way. Holy shit, we got off a track, Pete.
That's all right. That's what we like to
do. No, it's all good. I do want to jump back to UFC 273 and finish the card there. Because we know Kale wants to talk about the Masters, and I already said
Scheffler won.
I don't know anything about the Masters.
Rory McIlroy had a great last day. It was cool to see the back-to-back chip-ins from Rory and Colin.
I turned it on for a second, and I was like, oh, but he had his was trying to get his ball out of the woods.
Do you want to come over here and talk golf?
Yeah, stay the fuck over there, dude. It looked boring as shit though. But he spent like 5 minutes. I watched the telly, and it was 5 minutes on the telly of them being like, yeah, your ball's in the woods. Can I put it out there? And they're like, I don't know. And they got like, they're lining up their golf clubs from the ball and shit. I'm like, is this fucking Masters or what? Fucking, why is Buddy's ball in the woods? Goddamn rookies.
They should just be shooting like 20 under, right? Augusta's fucking chump change, man. Kale probably shoot fucking 60 there.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. We've seen his game. He's chuckling over there. He knows he's one of the best in Grand Prairie. He tells it to me all the time. He said all these guys at the Open, they got his number now. They know. Yeah. They know he's coming.
Okay, so I do want to get back to UFC 2.
Okay, we only got Volk to talk about, really.
Is that it?
There's Volk and Ian Gary.
No, what about... Oh, yeah, I guess
I'm talking like just interesting fights. No one gives a fuck.
We didn't really talk about the Chimaev Burns thing. We kind of did.
Yeah,
either way,
we talk about UFC.
We'll talk about Volkanovski because holy shit.
Well, what do you want to talk about Chimaev? Go for it, man.
No, I just wanted
Go for it.
A lot of people are saying Burns is great. Oh, you're really
Burns is great.
He's great, and he is great. But I'm just saying, people were like Dalton, the hype train. They're like, Chimaev can't make it through Burns, and they're like, they're kind of shitting on Chimaev, I think, and they're like, you're too into the hype for Chimaev, and I'm like.
There was multiple people who messaged me after saying that you were riding that guy's dick.
Okay, well, you know what?
It.
To the moon, to the gold belt, and beyond. All right, and he's gonna, and I'm still on the hype train. I don't think anything on Saturday night showed us that he wasn't championship material. Great chin, we figured that out. Could go the distance, figured that out, and he pieced up Burns way better, and had him hurt way more times in the fight. And
was in more dominant controlling positions.
Yeah, more dominant. The way he moved Gilbert on the mat too, he's
strong, man.
He's a fucking strong kid. And it just showed I don't think it was his best night, to be honest with you. I don't think that was Chimaev's best night.
No, he said he had a tough time getting in the killer mode because he met Burns' kids after.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't want to fight no daddy. I want to smash killer like me.
He did mention that, and he went. How can you not love Chimaev? Goes over. I mean, before the fight, he hypes it up, gets the blood flowing by being being him, and then after the fight, all's cool, all's professional. Went over to Burns after and gave him a pat on the back and it's like, you're a tough dude, you're my brother kind of thing. And yeah, that's respect, all the respect. And that's how fights should be, man. You should be, anything kind of goes before the fight. I mean, obviously stay away from if you're just a good person, you just stay away from the under the belt stuff, but try to hype that fight up, try to get the emotions going and try to get in your opponent's head. But after the fight's done, shake it off, and it was none of that's personal. Gilbert knew that, and that's why it all worked out. But mad props to Gilbert too, man. He put it on a fight.
Gilbert's a fucking savage.
Yeah, dude. Mad props.
He's
to him.
fought nothing but
and everybody. Obviously he got his due. I mean, I'm pretty sure a fan gave him a bunch of fucking money. Apparently.
Well, he got his win pay too.
No, he got his win pay, but a fan on his way out gave him an envelope with a bunch of fucking cash in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did you see the new Bitcoin bonus system?
Yeah, the new Bitcoin bonus system's really cool. I like it.
I like how the fans pick it.
I was looking on Facebook, and there's all these comments oh, it's only going to go to Conor McGregor and Paddy Pimblett and blah, blah, blah. But it's man, I don't think people think UFC fans are way more fickle than we actually are. I think we're pretty open-minded.
Well, no, they're going to, when Paddy Pimblett and the UFC
we're just in our moment, right? And UFC fans love jumping on memes,
about
dude.
that moment, Dusty.
We're just in the moment, you know what I mean? But no, I actually do think this. I think people think we're fickle or whatever, that we jump on trains all the time. But I think we just UFC fans, when we see a meme or something, we get why it's funny, and then we just jump on in, right? And and it doesn't matter if it's not that true or if it's it's whatever. You're just kind of getting into because it's hilarious, and I think we're a pretty funny group of individuals. That's what I think.
It's definitely meme central.
Yeah, it's meme central, man. Everybody's just trying to have a good time. And then you kind of get, there's not always, but there's usually some truth in the meme content, and even if it's a little overblown or whatever, it's still funny and
comedy is truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think comedians are getting fucking hit?
Yeah, no fucking doubt.
Not allowed to talk about shit.
But yeah, on that note, great fight. It got its due. Everybody knew it. People's event. Panned out.
We talked about Aljo already. Volkanovski, he's a fucking beast. There's not much else to be said. Korean Zombie is a fucking beast for doing.
He lived up to the name. Hey, just standing there, fucking.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Just could not bring him down, but I mean, he would have. He would eventually been brought down. Holy shit, dude!
It's
Volk
a good thing
good.
Herb Dean did what he did.
I don't even know what to say about it, because if you watch any MMA news, everybody's saying the same thing, right? This guy's a fucking savage. Is he gonna fight at lightweight now? And blah blah blah. But we're waiting for the next Holloway fight.
I don't want Volkanovski to go lightweight.
I think
if he wins another cup, in one or two, he definitely should. I think it would be a good option.
There's a ton left for him in this division. There's a ton left.
Not a whole lot.
There's some guys coming up in the 145, right? Fuck, I can't think of any, actually. Yeah, he might have to move up.
There is some, but Henry Cejudo fight.
No, Marab. It's all fucking. Is Marab?
Kale, look up the UFC featherweight division right now.
Oh yeah, all these guys are all on bantamweight that I'm thinking of, and like, yeah, in the featherweight division, fuck.
He's beat Max twice. He's beat Ortega. And then he went on, what, wasn't it like a 12, 13 fight win streak through all the smaller people before that?
Who's that?
No, he's
No,
on. He's
Look up
11-0 in the
just
UFC, I believe.
Start listing me UFC featherweight fighters.
Yeah, he's 11-0, I think.
No, he's 21-1.
No, but he's 11-0 in the UFC.
Yeah.
Ortega, Qatar,
Yeah, Cater's not beating him.
Chikazde.
Giga, he's not beating
Yeah,
him.
see, all these guys kind of like had their moments and they failed. Like
Keep going, Kale.
Allen,
Giga
Allen-
like lost
Allen's not beating
to
him.
Cater.
Keep going.
Rodriguez, Emmett, Bryce Mitchell.
Oh, Josh Emmett.
All right, if you thought this guy rode Chimaev's dick,
No, I
You
just
got
think
the floor.
if you've seen Josh Emmett fights, dude, this guy has the most power at 145 in history, dude.
he also looks like he's
a
protecting
vampire.
a fucking
He looks like
castle
fucking
in
Dracula, dude.
Transylvania. Like,
Anyways, he fucking guy's an absolute savage, and even in that he is just so crazy. Every fight I watch, he will fucking KO these guys. Like he hits so hard that when you watch him throw a punch, it's so scary. Like, it's insane. Like he just has so much power, and he's so good. Like, that is somebody that doesn't matter who he's fighting in the division. Maybe he definitely isn't technically as good as old Volkanovski, but
Volkov. Can you imagine Volkov in the lightweight division?
just kicking people and kick him over the edge of
Someone
the
would
cage.
kick
pick him
Volkov
up,
at
toss him out of the
145
cage.
and his leg would crimple into like dust. He'd be that light.
No, but yeah, Buddy's got some like that's what I want to see. Josh Emmett get some like better fights. Put him against like some high. I don't know why Josh Emmett is so low. They should be putting him against like really good guys because he's been fighting beauties and he's been winning. Give him a fucking fight that's gonna launch his career. Like holy shit, and get this guy up there because he's so exciting and he's got a memorable face. He's super sellable. I think he's just a scary fucking dude and he produces highlights. So like let's get this guy up there, see how he does in the top 5, and then put him up. And then Holloway's got to be like what's Holloway gonna do? They got to make the third one.
No. You know what the next fight is?
Holloway's gonna be good to go. And they're talking
Triple
Toronto.
C versus Volkanovski is the next fight.
That won't happen unless Triple C goes
entering
back
the
to
USADA?
bantamweight, gets his fucking belt.
No. He's going feather.
No.
He's going feather.
No, why? There's nothing for Volkanovski to gain from that. And
Yeah, there is.
I
He already said, let's go. And same with Aljo. They both want him.
But it's just a purely money fight.
For
and like
both those guys, that's a money fight for their weight class.
Yeah. Oh, I just think that there's more hype on it if
He does what? If he
gets his belt back from Aljo.
no, you're talking from Henry Cejudo.
Yeah, Henry Cejudo.
No, I'm talking.
I just think of the UFC's perspective. They're not
I'm
going to be just
talking
like, oh
about
yeah, you can come
Volkanovski.
back. You can come back, Triple C. You can fight whoever you want. We love you. It's like, yeah, right. We fucking hate Henry Cejudo.
It's true, they do hate him.
Actually, maybe they don't because like there's
He's
a lot of
entering the
Henry.
USADA
Maybe they just can't get rid of him or they like shooting him. But
So
like
you want him to fight Aljo?
you see Henry Cejudo so much in the embedded episodes now. Is it just me? I'm like
Well, no,
Henry
it's 'cause
pops up in every fucking goddamn-
He's training all the people.
Oh, I know, and I wonder how the UFC's like must fucking hate that.
Oh, I don't know. I think they just treat him the same as like Ali Al-Baziz or all those guys. He's
Yeah,
just
no,
another
you're
dude.
right. I just think that right now, I don't think they want to deal with his shenanigans unless he's like fully committed into coming back.
Okay,
and-
well, answer this.
Hard to know as a fan
Answer
with
this then. Does he beat Volk?
Hell no. Hell no.
I think so too. I think Volk would fuck him.
Volk is on he's on a total different level, and he's just like Cejudo in the fact that he knows how to win.
And it was confirmed. His team got back to me. He did weigh 248 pounds.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Holy shit. His team got back to me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, what do you mean? I got an inside man. He also told me you're riding dicks too hard too.
Yeah. Fucking whatever. No, great fight. That was just a master class of fucking striking. Put him to the dirt.
Put him to the dirt.
All right. Well, that could be the end of the road, Pete.
Who do you think? Who's at the end
Zombies
of the road right
end
now?
of the road.
You got to pick. We're gonna do that from now on. You got to pick one person anywhere, or one thing. What's that?
I was gonna say Alexei Olenek actually tonight. Today I was thinking like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Alexei Olenek. I bring up and be like, he's at the end of his road. Everybody, fucking what a career. But it's definitely, I'm thinking it's Zombie after that. I think Zombie has had his day, and
Well, I'm gonna.
He should go back into like maybe one more legacy fight or something like that. But ultimately, I'm thinking he's had this will be his last title fight. End of the road to gold. You know what I mean? End of the road to gold.
I think that his last fight, Korean Zombie, should take on all 5 of BTS. South Koreans versus South Koreans. Watch him whop through fucking 5 pretty boys. Put them all in the ring. See if they can do it.
Yeah, fuck, he's too nice of a guy for that. No. Fucking.
my end of the road, in all seriousness, is actually something close to my heart, but I'm gonna have to let it go. It's Kale's paintball. Do you think you could take Dusty in a fight? Like if you were fighting for your life?
I do okay.
He said he'd do okay. Okay, bud.
Need more confidence.
He needs more confidence. He doesn't even have the confidence to say yes.
Do you think you could take on Dusty's older brother Jarvie in a fight?
No.
No? What if I gave you a small wrench? I'm talking like a 14 mil.
Kale's actually
wrench.
pretty big dude, so I you know what I mean. He's pretty big. He just doesn't have that.
I give you a 14 mil tiny metric wrench, Kale. Can you take out Jarvie? This thing weighs maybe a pound, if that.
It would help my odds.
A couple ounces. Would you throw it at him or try and hit him with it?
No, it would be like a stabbing motion.
With a fucking 14 mil metric wrench, you're not gonna get much.
I think that works. I think that actually works. It'd be annoying as fuck.
Kale jabbing people with a wrench. All right. With that being said, that's shenanigans.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And a lot of people that are watching this right now, you don't have to pay a YouTube premium account to make a YouTube account. And if you just watch by clicking YouTube, we appreciate it.
You bet you guys.
Enter that email, make an account, subscribe.
Yeah, guys, there'll be plenty more to see coming at you once every week. So cheers. Have a good one, guys.
And also, in the comments, tell us if we should pay Kale or not.
Yeah.
It's a yes.
They're cutting that out.
No.
You got one leg across the other, hair blowing back in the wind. You got one leg across the other, whiskey and a bottle of gin. You say I can't recognize you, 'cause I don't know where you've been. One foot in front of the other, whiskey and a bottle of gin.
I don't know. No. You're a fucking idiot.